Hi, welcome. Today I will start by making some improvements based on the feedback I got last devlog, and then I will be turning this homeless into a homeful person human being, by which I mean I will be making a village. So first things first, here Mr. Mario has given me really useful feedback, which pointed out the lagginess of the combat. This issue is a bit funny to me because it is caused by an effect that I made that freezes time for a few milliseconds when players hit an enemy. It was supposed to add extra impact behind the player's blows, but no, it made everything feel weird. So the solution is delete. Problem solved. Anyways, without the effect, attacking doesn't feel right. There is definitely something missing, and after some thought I decided to improve the camera shake in hope of resolving that. The camera shake as of now is quite simple, which works for weaker shakes, but if I want something stronger, for example in the strength of a gas leak in your house that just caused an explosion, it doesn't look that great. It took me some time to improve it, mainly because of the complexity of what a good camera shake should look like, so here are just some rules that I followed. It should imitate the spring motion, be smooth and reliable, and fade in and out. Now being violent is much more satisfying in my opinion, and when a gas leak causes your house to explode, it looks great. Hopefully I haven't made the camera shake too strong, because I know that it can get annoying or even make some people feel sick, and that is why I have added a setting where you can adjust its strength or completely disable it. Has your house recently been blown up and are you looking for a new and affordable place to call home? Well, you are in the right place. Welcome to Murky Village. Now, seriously, currently it is just a patch of land with nothing else other than dirt and grass, and I'm gonna work on changing that. So the next step is to make a house in this village. Now, just like in real life, I have to design the outside and inside of a house. On the matter of exterior, I have started very simple by just making a quick draft of a house and trying to get the perspective right. On the second try, I think it looks good. Following that, I needed to make a working entrance to the house, so I made these doors and made opening and closing animations for them. And when they are opened, you can see a bit of the interior inside. I also added object transparency to the house, which is a code I made that makes the objects you are behind transparent so your sight is not blocked. I will quickly take a break from working on this village because I have decided to rework the main menu, improve how it looks and make it more reliable, and now that the village is mostly finished, I can make it happen. Basically what I will be doing is combining the main menu with the village itself. I want to make it feel like the player's character exists in the world even when you are not playing, so I'm going to make a new behavior for him where he moves and acts on his own. The first step is, take away your control over him. He is no longer your mindless puppet dancing to the music you so maliciously perform. He is now his own guy, with free will. He likes long walks and talking with non-existent NPCs, because I haven't added them into the game yet. Next step is really simple. I will code my own buttons, toggles, sliders, menu and UI navigation, because I find the Unity's built-in one insufficient. It shouldn't take a long time. So, a funny thing happened. It turns out I may have underestimated the amount of work this small improvement required. It started with just coding a simple button, which turned into more and more code and issues and things I have not thought about, and then I realized that in order to make it fully work, I need to rework every single UI related thing in my game, which also included health, mana, potions, equipment, game menu, equip menu, and even the map. So that was a lot. This has really caught me off guard and it forced me to delay working on this village to another devlog, because this has already taken way too much time. Anyways, I managed to make the new main menu and this is what it looks like. When you press play, your game save files will open and you can choose which one you want to play or delete. The save slots also display your current playtime, which is the only thing that is currently being saved, other than settings, but that is its own separate thing. When you press settings, this menu opens and you can adjust here the volume levels for master, effects and ambient audio. You can turn on or off the aim slow motion effect, which slows down time while you are aiming with abilities, and as I mentioned before, the camera shake strength setting. Lastly, when you press quit, a confirmation pop-up appears to prevent accidental closing of the game. The same pop-up also appears when you try to delete a save file. I made the buttons and such look like they are made out of metal, and I wanted to have one bright color used across all of these images to create a distinct style. For this I chose the color orange, and I also want to associate this color with the player and his abilities, so I will be making some changes based on that in the near future. As I said before, I decided to not use the Unity's built-in buttons and other components, so I have coded and created my own. I think it was a good time investment despite it taking over a month of work, because now I have a really good UI system that does exactly what I wanted to do, not just for this game but for all of my future projects as well. This is where I will stop my work for this devlog because I feel bad for it taking so long, and I want to finally release it. I have, as always, updated the game's version list.io, so feel free to test it out and maybe give me some feedback. It really helps. For the next devlog, I'm planning a lot of improvements to the combat, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching and bye. Subscribe.